Alright, working on Doggy Daycare Level 4, again, medium hard. So again, this is going to be a little more challenging. And you can pause this if you want to read this right quick. But in general, we got 5 turns, and we want the relative movement. So we do have to pay attention to which way the movements are. So notice the answer is 4, which certainly doesn't correspond to these added up. So for example, turns 4 and 5 actually cancel each other out. So moving in 4, they're moving, get our screen back here, moving 2 to the right and then moving 2 to the left, that cancels out. And to some extent, or for the most part, 1 and 3 cancel out. You're left with, comparing those two, you're left with one movement down diagonally to the left. So we'll adjust our model from level 3. So notice we do have 5 turns here. The turns start in column G, and the game names are in column B. Okay, so let's go back here. I think we can just adjust a few things. So in this case, we've got 5 turns. Okay. And this is going to be example 4. All right, we'll make sure we can work through. And notice now we're just getting the 5 results here, based on what we did last in level 3 work. All right, I'll just hit F2 there for a second so you can kind of see that. But what we're doing is using that X lookup to pull that particular row for, in this case, example 4, and we're keeping 5 columns based on using the choose columns with the sequence referring to F11 there. All right, so again, this stuff kind of builds on itself in these tournaments or competitions. All right, so let me go ahead and escape. Okay, and I took the liberty of adding some labels here to kind of keep things straight. And this is going to NA because, since it didn't really matter for level 4 that things are messed up here. That doesn't really matter. But it went ahead and added these 2. So in this case, we need to track which way things are moving, both up and down, since there's some cancellation involved in terms of movement. So vertical movement or row movement with a down arrow. That would be 1 down, okay, and I'll do a positive for down and a negative for up. Horizontal, we're not moving, we're not moving across. That is across different columns, so that would be a 0 in terms of movement. The next one there, okay, that's a diagonal up arrow, so we are moving up. That's going to be a -1 for moving up. And horizontally, we're moving as well and moving to the left. So I'll do a negative for left, positive for right, so -1 in there. Okay. Moving over to the right, that's no vertical distance. Horizontal will again go to the right as positive. Okay. And I'll go ahead and work through the rest of these right quick. So, the diagonal up arrow, so that's moving up 1, so -1 for up, and it's moving right 1, so a +1. Moving up arrow, again, up is I'll treat as negative, and no movement horizontally, so 0. Let's see, a left arrow. That's no vertical movement, and that's again, moving to the left, I'll say is a -. Okay, and then we got moving down, so vertical distance, moving down, I'm going to say is +1, and horizontal distance, so we're moving to the left, so that's a -1. All right, and finally, moving down, positive, moving to the right, positive. Okay, and I think these should sum to 0, so we'll just check in here. Does that sum to 0? I'll just check it. Equals sum All right, and I'd be trying to move faster if I was during the competition on this, but certainly this needs to be right. Okay, so at least I know that there's some in the zero, and so I think they're correct. If they didn't sum to zero, I know I'd have a problem. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Okay, so okay, so we've already got our 5 there for the number of turns, so we can continue to use this information. Don't have to rebuild our XLOOKUP, and we still can use these here. So I'll just copy this here. Okay, maybe put it right here. Move it down a little bit. And this is going to be for level 4. Okay. All right. So what we need to do is again a XLOOKUP or HLOOKUP for that matter. So equals XLOOKUP. Okay. And again, to make things a little bit quicker, what I can do, this is if I do that, I can do all of them at the same time, and that indicates that hashtag is picking up everything that's spilled. All right. I will lock this in just in case I need to end up copying it for some reason. All right, and lookup array, we're going to look that up here. This is also a spilled area, and I'll lock it in. All right, and what to return is we're doing the row vertical. So I'll pick that up, move that across, F4. Okay, I think we're good to go there. All right, so let's just look at that right quick. So again, I'm treating up as negative, so that is a negative. Okay, no change there on the vertical. All right, so it looks like we're working okay, and I'll just copy that and edit it. Okay, all right, and what I need to edit is what's to be returned. Okay, so I want to return, instead of H5, I want it to be H6. So I can just change that. Okay, you get the horizontal. Okay. All right. So there's our movement. Okay. So there's actually been no movement vertically. Column-wise, looks like we're going to have a 1 there. All right. So let's sum these up. Okay, so 0 there, and a -1 there. Get the screen back here again. Okay, I forgot to do one thing. I need to multiply these by the number there. So let me do that right quick. So add both of these, and that's times this, and it's going to be a hashtag. We'll just lock that in as well. Okay. All right. And same thing here. Okay. There. Lock that in. All right. Okay. So again, earlier I'd forgotten. Okay, I forgot to take advantage or include the degree of movement, the amount of movement, not just the direction. All right, so total distance is going to be the absolute value of those two things. So I'll just do ABS of this number plus ABS of that number. Okay, so we get a 4. I want to color that red to indicate that's our final answer. And this, again, this is level 4 that we're working on. Okay, so let's go back to the case, make sure that matches up. So we do get a 4. All right, so now I'm ready to run a data table right quick. So I'll go down here and let's see, we'll just do this. I'll change that to level 4, and our answer is right there. And this is for games 61 through 80. Okay, so 61, 62. I could do a sequence here. This is about as quick. All right. Okay. All the way down. Data. What if data table? And we got column input. And we want to play. Back up there. What's the column input? Well, where to put in those numbers? That's back up here again. Okay. All right. So click OK. And there we go. All right. So copy that. Go back here and paste it. And again, in a real competition, I'd have indicators here to tell me, are these right or wrong? Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are correct. So that's, again, that's level 4, and I'll get our screen back here right quick. Let me go back over here. So again, here's our, we can go back and pause things, but I'll do an F2 there. There's the XLOOKUP using the spilling. All right, I'm using UDES, so I got to hit escape there. There's that formula. All right. Then we just summed them up. Okay. And then I summed up the absolute values. And again, used a data table then, plugging these numbers in up here. All right. Okay, so again, that's level 4.